Welcome back. There's someone here. There's someone here. Don't go away. Don't go away at all. Thank you for coming back. My name is Richard Kraneis, Kraneis, and my website is Shoshin, Guitarist, Shoshin, guitarist.com. This is kind of my uniform for when I do this stuff. I've started YouTubing again in retirement. Today's topic is playing guitar and hope and grit. I hope it's useful. Yesterday, a couple of days ago, just for the fun of it, I published something called Old Man Tunes His Guitar and Tells Stories. And for some reason, people loved it. It's doing really well. So I thought I'd do it again. I'm not a great guitar player. I'm an advanced beginner for guitar and a beginner for bass. I really enjoy it. So I thought I'd try this second video again regarding hope and grit. And hopefully it doesn't seem too pedantic or too sermonizing. It's just my way of talking to people. Oh, by the way, like this, subscribe. That'd be really nice. Some people on YouTube know me for doing lots of training. I train thousands of people how to use computers and also how to pass the PMP, the Project Manager Professional. I may go back to that. But today, we're going to use the Hohner HW300 that you may have seen before. Her name is Lehigh, $50 from Pennsylvania, long distance, and she's restrung and she's ready to go. Very pretty, dark blue, transparent. So, a couple of things I learned about playing guitar today. I found out that if you have a tuner that has a low battery, it gets kind of skitsy. So if you use tuners, you want to make sure that they have enough power. Otherwise, it takes forever to tune these things. I did pre-tune this guitar, thank goodness. Also, I'm doing this with one hearing aid. So, gosh, I have two hearing aids. I don't have this other one in. Like my grandson has taught me, Opa, if you have only one hearing aid, wear it. Just do it. So this one's working, and always a concern for older people, especially moderately deaf guys that, women, people who want to learn how to play guitar. Also, I'm using a stool today, which is, you can see I'm much higher than before. I'm not using a chair because when you use a dreadnought, it's a really a really good idea to be up so that you don't have to play your guitar flat. You're up like this, and you can cross your leg, or you can use a guitar rest that's down there. So, yeah, we're heading for hope and grit. And I thought a good way to start would be playing Plastic Jesus, which I really like. So I'm going to turn, and hopefully you can still see me. Even if you can't see me, you can hear me, and that's probably enough. So let's play one of my favorite songs, Plastic Jesus. And I'll put my foot here. That's a good idea. Foot rest. This is really good for beginner guitarists. Raising up your foot. So we'll do this. Don't forget, hope and grit on the way. Oh, I have this. This is so much nicer. You should always buy guitar straps. Is that the right phrase for it? Because it holds it up. Puts it in a really different position. I use leather pad down below, because it keeps the guitar from slipping on my knee, or if you're a lady, your dress or skirt or whatever. So this is in tune previously. So I'm just going to strum this a little bit. I'll do a finger strum first of all. Thanks for coming. I don't care if it rains or freezes, as long as I've got my plastic Jesus riding on the dashboard of my car. Comes in colors pink and pleasant, glows in the dark 'cause he's iridescent. Take him with you when you're traveling far. Little pick action here. Plastic Jesus, riding on the dashboard of my car. Trials and tribulations, and my travels across the nation, with my plastic Jesus, I'll go far. Let's talk about hope and grit. Um, you need hope and grit to get through in life. And, you know, my sister and I, we talk about this, Anita, howdy. And also it comes up in my family that in years ago, all through my life, I always had the blessing of waking up with hope. I always thought that the day would go well and that good times would come. I come from a lower middle class background. My dad was a painter, then a janitor, died at the age of 65. Good man, fine man. And my mom was tough as nails. My mom died at about 80, 82 or 3. And boy, if anyone taught me grit, it was Oma. It was Oma. So as I tear up a little bit talking about him, back to hope and grit. I always felt waking up that no matter what I did, that I think the day would go well. And so I didn't come from money. I came from hard work. And so my sister did really well with hope and grit. I think I did really well also. And it's just kind of marked my journey. Now, when times got hard, I still woke up with hope. When I was unemployed, and I've been unemployed more times than I care to count, finished really well with a really big insurance company, but unemployed, but you got to wake up with hope. If you don't have that hope, things aren't going well. So how do you get hope? Hopefully from your parents. Look at your kids, look at your grandkids. You got to do it for them. You know, when I was unemployed, one of the things that was in my mind, you know, more than once was that when I was unemployed in my early 60s and I wanted to do a comeback, I decided I wanted to show my kids and my grandkids what grit meant, what you do with grit when things are all against you. And so if you know me really well, you'll know that I drove 4.5 years in the dark, driving vehicles to pay bills, and then bounce back. There's a second thing is grit. You can't just hope. You got to back it up with muscle. You got to back it up with working hard or studying hard. And first of all, I want to tip my hat to all the veterans who are out there who really know what grit is like. Having been to war, been in combat, I have never been to combat. And these men and women, they know what grit is really like. And if you know them, buy them a beer. And God bless them. So back to grit, they know it really well. I know it fairly well myself. You know, I dropped out of school at age 20, worked for 3 years, the loading docks at UPS, and then always had a plan, maybe going back to school, and I did. So I finished college when I was 25. So that's hope and that's grit. But tell you a story about, I bought a guitar from a guy, actually a bass and a Telecaster. And we were talking about his family. I won't mention his name. And his son's name was Tom. And Tom passed through, you know, when we were, you know, buying stuff, doing our transaction. And he was worried about Tom because Tom was like 25. No, Tom was like 30. And I own one of Tom's guitars now, as it turns out. And Tom was just kind of wandering in the wilderness that, you know, he didn't know what to do with his life. And I think that happens to a lot of people. And I mentioned this to him because the gentleman had borderline Alzheimer's and dementia, and I was respectful of that. I sent some Facebook messages to him, and I said, there's really 3 things. There's hope, and there's grit, and there's retraining. So for a lot of you, you may be working in jobs that you don't like. And I've worked a lot of jobs, but I gotta tell you that even if you're working in a job you don't like, that you think doesn't suit you, get over it. Get over it. Whatever you work at, do it with honor. Do it with honor. Do your best job. I've been a janitor, I did it with honor. I've been a librarian, I did it with honor. I didn't think that was below me. I didn't think any of it was below me. I just figured this is a job, they pay me, do it with honor. So returning to, you know, what I told this gentleman, I said there's hope, we wake up with hope, hopefully because we have a plan and good people around us. The other part is that grit. Grit is what we do every single day, and it's how we put in the time. But it's not good enough to just, you know, walk on a treadmill. You have to have some kind of plan. Maybe for this young man, the plan was to get into a union. You know, that's the guy the son of the guy that I bought a guitar from. So hope and grit, but you need a plan. You're not a hamster on a wheel spinning back and forth like my little hamster Sammy did back when I was a 5 or 10-year-old. You need to have a plan, and that plan is retraining. So what I sent to this gentleman that had, I think, dementia, a dash of it, I said, please tell your son it takes hope and grit and retraining. Now, even if you have a fancy job, gosh, AI is coming like a freight train. You better retrain. So all of us, I have done so much training at age 60 and beyond. I am 74, almost 75 in April. I've done so much training. In my 60s, I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 designations that were hard. They weren't easy. So just to summarize, wake up with hope, find a way to do it. Look at your kids, that should give you hope. Look at your friends. Work with grit every day. But don't just work, retrain. Retrain, always be learning, because that's really part of it. So hope, grit, and retraining. And I hope that my doing this, wasn't pedantic, wasn't just sermonizing. I just wanted to hang out with you and play guitar and talk. And if I'm lucky, my guitar is still in tune, and I can do this one. So this is high. I'm going to do just a closer walk with thee. I am spiritual. Don't know if I'm religious. Do I need a capo on this? Let's see. I can put a capo on it. Where'd the capo go? There's your capo. Just a closer walk with thee. In case you hadn't noticed, these 2 songs, Plastic Jesus and Just a Closer Walk with Thee, are from Cool Hand Luke, 1967. They are songs that were featured in that. So hang in there. My plea, daily walking close to thee, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Have a great day. I hope some people watch this and look forward to your feedback. I think playing guitar is great. I'm just telling stories. Hopefully they're helpful. And you can tell me your story. Leave a comment. Please like and subscribe. There'll be more stuff to come. Guitar, probably getting back to doing some teaching on the PMP and other stuff. But whatever you do, you yourself try to wake up with hope, grit, and training. And if you know someone who needs that, say hope and grit, training, and be a model of that, hope and grit and training. And I'll say goodbye, as I often do, to my guitars. Boy, that was off. My goodness. Everything's off. Oh, but now I know I'm on a capo. Hang on. Not my best way of ending, but oh well. Sorry for that botched ending. My name is Richard. Please tell someone else about hope, grit, and retraining. God bless. Have a great day.